Coach Monica. I'm joined today by Coach Darcy, and we are here to guide you through the ins and outs of a lifestyle that's transformed not just our lives, but the lives of countless women navigating the waves of perimenopause and menopause. Whether you're here to shed weight, understand your body better, or simply find a community that gets it, you're in the right place. So sit back and enjoy the next few minutes as we tackle the hot issues of today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good to see you, Coach. I haven't seen you much this week. We've been working with clients, and when we do that, I miss you.
Yeah, and my sports life and taxi life has kicked off, so it's fantastic.
The mom taxi.
It is ridiculous how I went through a lot of gas last week. So
yeah, and it's not the time to do that right now. We're in the middle of a war.
No,
I'd really like that to just kind of mellow down a little bit so we can fill my Jeep for $150. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Trust the process, they say, right? Trust the process. But
yes. And
I remember the mom taxi.
I was going to say, welcome to my slow internet.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is. Yeah. You can't throw a fit. It is what it is. You don't throw a fit. But I was remembering my taxi days when the kids were in soccer, and there is nothing imprinted on my mind more than after practice when they get in the car and they're soaking wet with sweat and they take their shoes off in anywhere they take their shoes off. If they took it off in the house, it was this undescribable smell for soccer. And it might just be a soccer smell. I don't know what it was, but then my kid would jump in the mom taxi and he'd put his cleats on not mentioning which one, but he happens to have 2 kids now. But he put his cleat on my dash, and I had a permanent cleat mark on my minivan, along with his smell. I don't miss those days. I miss the band days. I don't miss those days.
Yeah. Even when the boys step outside to play, there's like a boy smell. Like it's like an instant like sweat, or like you it's kind of like when your dog goes outside for a little bit and then it comes in and it's like you can smell dog.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
It's awful.
Oh,
truly.
I don't know.
But enjoy it now. Because pretty soon those kids will be giving you grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a fun time. We just completely enjoyed our weekend. They all just plop at our house on Sundays and they bring their grandkids, and it's just such a sweet time. I do love this part of my life. So babies are all doing good. Kids are doing well. It's just a good time in our life. How are you doing?
That's good. Oh, good. Other than being in a taxi, Silas decided that yesterday he was making us all go outside, and he had plans for us that we would have a tennis tournament and we would play against each other. And then we had a basketball tournament, and I was in my sandals. And then he had all plans to light the bonfire. I was like, dude, not only is it a school night, but it's windy. We can't do this. So nights like that are good. And then there's the nights where we're just busy. And Mark's home. He was gone all last week. And so I was.
Did you throw the kids at him? You're on point.
No, basically, well, kind of like it was, I could leave him at home because Sunday I had to sing. So Sunday morning I was up and early, and so he got the boys to church. So
yeah, this is my favorite week of the year.
Yeah.
Favorite week. I love Holy Week. It's just it's a holy week. I love this time of year. I love Easter. I love it all.
Yeah.
So there's so much gratitude and gratefulness. We watch The Passion of the Christ. We try to watch it once a year at Easter. And I'm just like, I don't understand that kind of love. And so if you're celebrating Easter, happy Resurrection Day. It's been a good week so far. I've had a great week with clients, and things are going well. So I thought we'd talk about inflammation today. It just seems like that's it's a hot topic, not for our
That was
clients.
a hard right turn. You didn't warn me.
Okay. Right, we're going to talk about this. So it's not a problem for our clients. And that's the cool thing. It's not a problem for our clients because that's exactly what we deal with when we get a client. The number one thing and the number one thing when in my weight loss journey, I remember running down the steps and realizing that I didn't hurt for the first time in my life and didn't realize how powerful that was until it wasn't there because we get so used to pain. We're just like, well, the doctor said, give me this medicine and take a couple Tylenol and you'll be fine. And you're not fine because inflammation is the core root of all human diseases. And it's the starter factor of all of these things that we're trying to make better. And if we don't fix inflammation, we're not fixing the disease. And so we just thought lighthearted session today about inflammation and why you're hurting. It is amazing to me how many women especially are hurting and they're just like, oh, it's just normal. That's my life.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Also, this younger generation, they're all saying they have carpal tunnel and they're like in their teens and they've got like all these aches and pains. I'm like, what is happening to our youth?
Yeah.
What in the world is going on? This has been a new thing.
I believe they're in pain. I believe that they, they're having all of these things. And, my antitrust in the medical world is, all right, well, why are all these people hurting? Why do we have rheumatoid arthritis? Why do we have all of these things? Is anybody going to answer or ask? Let's start there. Is anybody going to ask the question? Why? And I'm living it right now. It's crazy. I brought in some carbs in my life the past couple of months. And, I did the test with the CGM. And because I healed my insulin resistance, you can bring, I chose, I don't want to say you can, because I think I made the wrong call. You can bring in some more of the God created carbs like the potatoes where it doesn't spike your blood sugar at all. Whereas my previous life, it would have gone up and so I brought some of that stuff in my life. I put some apples very carefully in. I put some potatoes in and I have just noticed I'm hurting. My neck, I can't hardly turn my neck. And I'm like, all right, I'm kind of being forced to come to that reality of, is this really serving me well? Because I've gone 9 years on keto where we didn't bring in that, probably 7 of them were without that, with the extra carbs. And I'm like, I got to force myself to ask the question, is this why? Is this why suddenly I can't turn my neck? Suddenly my joints are hurting and I'm getting up like an older woman. Is that why? And I have to put that on the table because inflammation is caused by sugar. It's when you shove the sugar down your face, you're going to hurt because sugar causes inflammation. And inflammation causes the diseases that your doctor tells you about. The cholesterol, the insulin resistance, the PCOS, all of those diseases of human civilization are caused by inflammation. Inflammation is caused by sugar. It's like 1 + 1 = 2, So we're just going to break that down today. We're going to talk about inflammation, how you can get rid of it. Again, I was 20 pounds in to my weight loss journey and the pain left. And I'm like, whoa. And I had to take some time and really take inventory of my 40 plus years of living in pain because I didn't know I was living in pain until I didn't have it. And that was a cool eye awakening because the first thing that left was my depression and my anxiety. Second was the pain. And I'm like, I didn't realize I was under so much pain for all of those years. And it was a black and white moment for me. And my coaching heart, which we test everything before we give it to clients, we test everything, has to admit, those are carbohydrates. It was the sugar that we were eating, not just because I still don't eat sugar, but I did put in those starchy vegetables. And I'm like, is that the cause? Something to put on the table.
Yeah.
Hi, Sancy. Sancy joined us today. Your body changes and says no to these foods. Yeah, your body talks to you. Your body, when you get rid of the foundation of pain and the foundation that you've lived in, your body does talk to you. That used to annoy the snot out of me when my sister said that, because I thought she was some hippie, some liberal hippie, and she was right.
You talking about the middle sister?
No, the baby sister.
Oh, wait.
Oh, but Monica, your body talks to you.
I think the interesting thing, it does. It really does. I think the biggest thing, because you mentioned that our people don't experience that, and I think I would disagree with you in some sense, where our people disagree or will experience that when they've allowed their body to realize what no inflammation looks like, and then when they start to begin to bring foods in that they believe that they can have again, and then they're like, oh, this doesn't work, I'm feeling achy again, that must have just been a short spurt. Well, like I said to you a while ago, our body speaks to us, and our body tells us, hey, I don't like this food, and you should probably not feed it to me anymore because I can't tolerate it. It's, I mean, the biggest thing that I can also think of is like when you are bringing in certain foods that may be a low carb, maybe be a legume, and we kind of allow ourselves to eat it. The original, like, let's go back to the original state of what keto really was, when we were really doing the simplified keto. And I think a lot of people that did the carnivore, they would say the same thing. We have overcomplicated carnivore and we have overcomplicated keto.
Yeah.
And so when we bring these things into our life and overcomplicate them, you're going to find yourself having certain foods that your body does not like, that your body does not appreciate.
Yeah.
And and we don't have, like, not everybody's body is the same. We don't have the same issues. So one thing might inflame another person's body that another person can eat.
Yeah.
But that's why you have to be in tune with your body and say, oh, if you have this inflammation, you probably should simplify your lifestyle again to figure out what is causing you that inflammation.
Yeah. One thing I can't have, and I literally felt it night and day when I went to a salad bar. So and some people can have salad bar and be just fine. I'm a stubborn person. So when I have a plate of healthy veggies on my plate, and the diet culture saying, oh, those aren't great calories, that's not going to affect your weight loss at all.
Yeah.
I'm one that has to try it 5 or 6 times. Over donuts, over a piece of cake, give me a really good salad bar. That should be good in the diet culture, right? Should be good. When I go have a salad bar, and it doesn't matter where, because I even argued with myself at Ruby Tuesdays. Okay, they put MSG in there. They put MSG because you got to put that on the salad bar. It's any salad bar for me. When I leave, within a half hour, my neck starts hurting. I can't bend my fingers. I feel bloated, extremely bloated. That's a no-go for me. It's either you choose this yummy salad bar or you choose pain. I'm not to that place yet where I have not chosen the not to have pain because I do love it. But it really hurts. I mean, I was driving home Friday night. We went to Columbia City. Great salad bar place. They have the really neat things on there, like the sprouts and all of the neat things that typical salad bars don't have. And it's only $10. So I'm like, hey, let's go there. Within a half hour, when we got to our kids' house, I couldn't move my neck. I'm like, seriously. So doesn't mean that we're not going to choose these things, but it really does give us a magnifying glass into our own bodies of, this does not, like you mentioned in the past, like with cauliflower and broccoli. It just impacts your system. Now, maybe there's MSG on it. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. But even when I have it home, when I wash the veggies, when I have organic, all of this stuff, it still inflames my body and it bloats my stomach up. I gain 5 pounds every time I eat at Ruby Tuesdays and I have the salad bar. Next day, it's 5 pounds up. Now, what is that? Like, it's not body fat, but seriously, what did I just do to my system?
Yeah. So, like, you bring up a good point, because I think when we went carnivore and we slowly brought things back into our lifestyle, we learned that when your body has a reaction to that, your body's also like saying, whoa, no, we are not eating this. This is not okay. Even if it is a healthy item, even if it is a salad bar, most of those, the biggest one for me, I listened to this podcast where this person had to end up having basically they couldn't have a bowel movement. So they had to have a sac that their bowel movement went into the sac.
Right.
And then they had to empty that out. They realized after eating a normal standard American diet that was more like, healthy choices, like your fruits and vegetables, they realized that most of what they ate went into this bag. When you go carnivore, most of what you eat does not go into that bag. It is totally processed. It is used. You have some remnants from your carnivore lifestyle.
Yeah.
That stuff. But he was like, wait a minute. If I'm eating all these fruits and vegetables, why is my body not processing this? Why is it just going in and out and it's not processing? Like, I saw whole pieces of fruits and vegetables in this bag, which is really disgusting as I'm talking about it.
Yeah,
but my point is, like, there's a lot of toxins in some of these fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, yes, I think it's okay that God created it. And yes, I think in moderation, in small portions, we can probably be able to eat those fruits and vegetables. I think that's good, but I don't think that is the main source of what we should be eating because of that inflammation, especially as you get older. You might be a youngster out there listening to this and you're saying, oh, I am a vegan or I'm vegetarian and I am thriving and I feel great. Good for you. Let's wait till you get older.
Yeah. Or give it some time.
Give it some time.
Or go for a month without that inflammation and then go back to it. You're going to feel a difference because, again, we've normalized pain. We've normalized going to the doctor, getting a pill to fix whatever he says is wrong. We've normalized that. So we don't know what it's like to live without pain. Try carnivore for a month. Try strict keto for a month. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I had that pain.
Yeah.
And it multiplies it because then the spotlight is on that joint pain. And you're like, oh, I get it. Again, we're real life coaches. So we understand that there's times. For example, we went to Ruby Tuesdays Sunday. I knew that I didn't really want to feel like that. I love the salad bar, but I was very picky on what I put on it. And I did not go up for seconds. And it calmed it just a little bit. I still had the pain. I still had the neck pain, but I realized, okay, I can't overdo this. And so I was more conscious when I went to the salad bar. I didn't because the other thing is the salad dressings that they have on there, the most common form for inflammation is seed oils.
Yeah.
A lot of people are so hyper-focused on weight and that scale going down that they still put the dressings on. They still put those things on there and they don't realize that those things are causing your body inflammation. And so, it's a real thing. And the seed oils are my arch nemesis because it's in everything. You mentioned earlier in our conversation, peanuts. Peanuts have a massive source of inflammation. They're legumes. Legumes cause inflammation. And so if I have a handful of peanuts and is it in my macros, is that okay? Well, maybe for weight loss, but for living, you need to really tap into, is this causing inflammation, which is egging on the insulin resistance, which is egging on all of those diseases? Is that worth it to me? Do I just want to lose weight, or do I want to live wholly? Do I want to live without any pain?
Yeah.
Try it a month without pain. You're not going back, you know?
Yes.
Sugar, the little Debbies, all of the sugar that we just stuff in our face all over the time because we don't want to make breakfast, or we want the convenience of that package, or we just plain like the wax covered chocolate that comes in little Debbies. Maybe you like that. Massive inflammation. And that is the answer to your teenagers right there.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it.
Yep.
How many times do you go to a soccer game and stuff those things down their face?
Well, that and those energy drinks. By golly, I'm starting to have like a whole new viewpoint of energy drinks, and they all have them in their hands.
All of them.
Why are you drinking all of them, even at
Where
the
are your
gym?
parents? Yeah.
I don't know. I think there is one parent that says, I'm not going to buy them for you. But they buy them with their own money. So
yeah. And that's really hard. When we coach teenagers, it's the hardest thing we do.
Yeah.
Because their friends don't understand, and it's the in thing with their friends. So yeah, we blame the parents a lot of, which I do. If you've got an obese, 5-year-old, that's on you, babe. You're buying that stuff. It's coming into your house. Do not blame anybody but yourself. When we've got an epidemic of obese elementary school kids, that's on the parents. When you get into the teenagers, they buy their own. They're going to find it. They've got drug dealers in the high schools, right?
Right.
So it gets harder. It really does get harder.
Yeah. There are things out there that you can go to and lean on for inflammation, some supplements. But if you have not taken care of what you are consuming, right now, and you are not watching the seed oils, you're not watching the ultra processed foods, you are not watching the highly toxic type of vegetables that are giving you gas and that inflammation for yourself, it's not going to fix the problem.
Berberine.
But they are.
Yeah. A pill of berberine is not going to cancel out the little Debbies.
No, it's not. Which it always gets me for those people that, I'm going to start eating, taking all these supplements, and I'm going to change my health around, and they don't change the way they actually eat. I'm like, that's just expensive urine that is happening right now. So,
I
had to learn it the hard way too, but
me too.
So anyway, there are supplements out there, but if you do not stay focused on actually changing your lifestyle, and you're gonna stay stuck. You're gonna stay inflamed.
Yeah, and quite frankly, it's not fair. Everybody's like, "Well, Monica, look at everything. You walk into the grocery store, and this is the issue I have with my food addiction clients. They're drug dealers. When you walk into a grocery store, especially those end caps, it's not fair." Do our clients look at ingredients when they go to the grocery store? Yes, they do. If they want to be successful, they do. Is that fair? No, it's not fair. But it's the world we live in. It's the cards that we have been dealt. We have been dealt for years and years and years. These food, pharma, all of these people in our faces with all of these new things to sell their product, even though there's deadly chemicals in there, in this masquerade of it's yummy, it's healthy. We've been lied to. And it's not fair. It's not fair that I have to go to the grocery store and read the ingredients and choose and only have a small selection of that grocery store. It's not fair. And it's annoying. However, The result of doing that comes with a pain-free body. It comes with reversing your type 2 diabetes. It comes with freedom. So those extra minutes you spend at the grocery store to get rid of that inflammation and to get rid of those chemicals that you're shoving in your face, that's a common thing that I'm saying today. It's worth it at the end of the day because you get to live longer and you get to live without pain.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people trade pain for pleasure. They're
Yeah,
like,
they do.
I'd rather have the pleasure and I'll just endure the pain because the doc is going to give me a pill.
Yes.
Then when you get to the nursing home and when you get to the time when your grandbabies are born and you can't go out with them because you're hurting too bad, is that worth the trade? In my new life, in my new life, no, it's not, because I have conquered that addiction. I have conquered that massive wall of food, but it still doesn't go away when we're at the magical unicorn number on the scale. It still doesn't go away.
Yeah.
So now I'm not dealing with weight, but I am dealing with sitting in my chair at night watching a show with my husband and realizing I can't turn my neck to see him because I had a stupid salad bar that I knew was going to inflame my body. I knew it, you know?
Yeah.
So what gets rid of inflammation, Darcy? What is it? I'm tired of hurting. What gets rid of inflammation?
Whole foods. Simple. Simplicity. Simple.
Yeah.
Like, stop eating the variety of foods, even though, like, it's like the people that talk about Taco Bell. Like, they still go to Taco Bell, even though they know they're going to feel like crud with gas and inflammation, and maybe even visits to the restroom often. But they still go there.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Like, stop doing that. You're not going to be better until you eat simple and focus on the good foods that are not making your personal body feel like crud.
Yeah. And that simple is determined upon your body too, because and right now I can't tell you that I have the answer because I have been putting some potatoes in. But in the same time I'm putting potatoes in, I ate the salad bar. So I'm still in the, okay, what is causing this? And so what I'm going to have to do is the elimination. I'm going to have to eliminate everything, go back to simple keto. Yeah. You and I were talking this week about our program and when our clients lose the most weight. And because you and I watch our influencers, we are in, we're into this. I mean, you have to. It's a competitive market. You have to watch. What are the people outside of our practice doing? And the fad right now is give yourself a stomach shot and and just eliminate it that way. That doesn't work. Yeah, that does not work because the minute you stop the shot, you're going to be overwhelmed in a wave of pain because you haven't changed your lifestyle. If you do the shot plus do your nutrition side, you are going to win the weight loss battle for life. When you don't bring in the nutrition and you don't bring in a coach and you don't bring in the education portion plus the shot, you're going to end up 60 pounds heavier than when you started. But even then, we have to take into consideration, sure, the shot numbs your, number one, it numbs your dopamine. So you're not happy. You've got a gray outlook in life. So, but some people are like, hey, I can handle gray. Gray is, my house is gray now because that's the in color, right? I can handle gray. But what you're left with at the end is a devastating plunge back into obesity, back into the inflammation, back into all that. The shot doesn't fix inflammation. They're all praising that right now. No, it's numbing it. That's what it's doing. It's another drug that numbs it. But we have to get to this point, as you and I have with these influencers, is can I handle this? Can I bring a potato back in? Can I do this? You have to be honest with yourself. And if I'm honest with you right now, I'm saying no because of the way I'm feeling. I'm saying no. What I would do is I would cut out the salad bar because I know that is a massive, that was massive before I tried a potato. And then I would try the potato. You have to be honest with yourself. Say, how do you want to live? Do you want to live without pain, or do you want to have the Little Debbies instead? What is the verse in scripture that says, eat now, eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die?
Mm-hmm.
I look at my grandbabies now, and our little 2-year-old who says, Gammy, we need to go outside, and we need to go down the slide. I couldn't do that with my kids. I couldn't do it with them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade that for any donut, any processed food in the world now.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big choice.
I keep going back to simplicity, and I think I think there's an awakening of those that have been doing this Whole Foods lifestyle for a while now. Like you're going on you're on 9, but going on 10 soon.
In June it'll be
9 years. So we're rocking some good age here. We've got some experience.
We are.
I think we can be considered experts because of how long we've been doing this.
I dub you an expert. I dub it to you right now.
Yeah. So I feel like there's this awakening of we've tried the things, and all these other influencers do the same thing. We're all figuring out if there's something better, if there's another, something else that will allow us to be able to eat the foods again that we used to eat. The answer to that is no, we're not, unless the United States gets their act together and is able to clean out the crap junk closet that we have.
Yep.
That's never going to happen.
Right.
So the answer is no. We are not going to be able to eat like other countries and be able to live our life eating bread and be fit because we are also lazy. That I'm just saying it as it is.
Oh, it is true. Yeah.
But the other aspect here is we have overcomplicated the ketogenic lifestyle. We have overcomplicated the carnivore. I said that at the beginning. And when we are focused now to start at the basics again, you're going to see that your body feels better. No, you're not going to be rainbow eating as much as you were before on keto. Like maybe you added some other, recipes that were great for you, or cassava flour, things like that. That might not be for you. If you are constantly in pain still and you are eating healthy, if you're saying you're keto, if you're saying you're carnivore, yet in carnivore you're still eating honey and you're still eating things that are so fancy on carnivore, that's overcomplicating it. And it comes down to the point where I tell people, you have to be able to grieve what you used to do, because what you used to do got you to where you are now. And where you are now is that you are not happy in your own skin. So you have to grieve the past. You have to grieve what you're doing currently and move forward and simplify.
Yeah.
And that is what it is.
Yeah, it's so true. And the good news is when you do grieve over those foods and you realize that food is not getting me to my goal, it's really not serving me well. When you get rid of those things and you have a mindset shift of I'd rather be healthy and live for my grandkids than eat this thing that I know is not serving me well, those things, they get better. You lose that. I look at McDonald's French fries now and know the seed oils they cook those things in and know what it does to my body and my weight. I literally could have my grandson shove one in my face now and say, no, thank you. I don't have that craving. When you get the cravings is when you give in to those things and you do tempt your taste buds with them. You never lose that longing for those foods anymore. But when you say, I've had enough, those cravings go away within 90 days. You're a different person in 90 days. But it's when you cheat and it's when you go off plan because somebody made it for you or you're going to hurt somebody's feelings and you take that bite. You're never going to lose the cravings. You lose the cravings when you say, I'm worth more than this. I'm worth more than this temporary taste in my mouth. Those cravings go away and you're free. You literally are free. And that's where we want our clients to get to. That's the point we want them to get to is, I have fallen off the wagon too many times. It's no longer worth it for me anymore. Mm. And then they start healing. I would love to see our listeners go 30 days without pain.
Yeah.
Because when they get 30 days without pain, they realize when they put it in their body, they're like me on Friday night and saying, I just was hit by a freight train.
Yeah.
With what I put on my salad. There was things I put in there like imitation crab because they have fun things on there.
Yeah.
I put some ranch dressing on there. I put some beets, which I know are full of sugar. I put all those things on there. And I literally was sitting in my daughter-in-law's house, holding my precious new grandbaby and thinking, I hurt so bad. And I knew exactly what did it to me. Yeah. So now I'm like, you know what? Is it worth it? $10 salad bar? Is it worth it?
Well, it might not have been the lettuce. It definitely could have been that crab.
The crab. Oh, I could tell you. I had imitation. I don't even know what's in this, but imitation.
I do.
Bacon bits. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, no. I don't want to know. I don't know that.
I put cranberries on there. Cranberries are full of sugar.
Yeah.
I put it all on there. And
because it's Whole Foods doesn't mean that if they have to enhance the flavor of a fruit or vegetable, like it gets you to question, like we only like this because they've soaked it in sugar.
I'm a coach. I should know better.
In the imitation, this is for everybody else out there that's eating imitation crab. I just want to ruin your life for you right now.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Have you seen the video? Have you seen the video?
I have. Go find it. Oh my gosh. It's basic. I don't even know. Is it even real fish? It's mashed up. It's mashed up. It's not. Well, yes, it looks like throw up. It's not actual throw up. But you might throw up after. No, none of it's crab. It's starch and fish. So it's like glue and mashed up fish. So you have the fish taste. You're not eating crab. If you think that you are eating real crab when you are eating imitation crab, then I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
But I want to tell you, Darcy, I saw that video before I put this on my salad. What is wrong with me?
It was fun. Oh, this one time won't hurt me, but it sure did.
I will never forget sitting in her chair. I was in the corner of her room holding my grandbaby. And I went down to look at her like, like you just, oh, she's so cute. And my neck cracked like 1,000 times. And I just felt pain through my body. And I'm like, I know what I did to myself. And that's the danger you get to when you get to your weight loss goal is you tend to loosen up a little bit because weight isn't the issue anymore. Not good.
Here's what your coach is telling you today, Monica. I think you should go find a massage therapist because that's going to help. And we have to keep in mind, we didn't really mention this. Not only is our food a portion of why we have inflammation, but if you have any form of stress, any form of, if you are working out and you have some intense workouts and you are not moving your body correctly, you're going to get that sort of stuff. If you're not sleeping right, you're going to also have tension. So that tension is going to create pain. I think what yours is the fact there was the tension in your neck already, but you feeding it with the foods that you did not make it feel any better. So you just enhanced a deeper issue that you have going on.
And no berberine is going to help that. No GLP-1 shot is going to help that. It's going to mask it. It's not going to help it. I want whole body healing. I want to live. this is embarrassing, but you would think, you're in this world now, you would think when my kids were growing up and I couldn't run around the block with them, you would have thought that would have been the thing that said, hey, your kids are worth fighting for. It wasn't. What was wrong with me? My grandkids, however, I'm telling you what, sister, when that little boy says, Gammy, let's go blow bubbles outside, I'm there.
Yeah.
Was I there for my kids? No, I wasn't. What is wrong with me? Put on your therapist hat and speak to me. Speak to me. You're not there. You haven't seen your grandbaby yet. Oh my gosh.
No. Well, because you can send those grandbabies home. You are constantly around.
8:13, I send them home.
Yeah. So we are constantly a mom all day long. And, you know, sometimes, we want to be able to send them off to a friend's house, or we want to send them off to grandma's house. And that is our moment of like restoration for a little bit.
Okay. You can't help me. You can't help me.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a grandparent, and I hope not to be a grandparent for a really long time.
The minute you are, I want to have a phone conversation with you, because they like literally change your world. And I really wasn't. And I'm sorry for my kids that I wasn't. You know, there's some healthy moms out there who were able to do that. I was not able to do that. I'll never forget when I was watching my Enzo nephew go down the curly slide and I followed him. I hit halfway down there, and it was an awakening for me. You stupid mother. And I'm hard on myself, so don't.
I was like, yeah, you are.
Don't come at me in the comments. You stupid mother. You couldn't even do this for your kids because you were 250 pounds. That's what went through my head. And I told the therapists they're going to come and say, well, you know, no, that's reality for me. And I regret those 40 years that I wasted my life. But now, is it worth going back now that I can live with my grandkids? No, it's not worth going back. It's not worth going back at all. But yeah, I'm going to be the first call you make when you get a grandbaby, because I should have done that first. I would have been the coolest mother if I could have done that first. I would have been amazing.
Being a grandparent first?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Oh, I would have been the best mother ever. I mean, here's this. My son has the audacity to tell me he has to eat his dinner before he can have his fun snack. Can you believe it? I love him for it.
Oh my goodness.
But he says
to grandma.
His kids have to eat dinner first before their snack. I support every decision my children make for their kids. Every decision. So now I say, and I've never snuck them anything illegally, but I say now you got to go ask your daddy. Go ask your daddy. Can you have a snack? Ask your daddy. I love that I love obeying their parents, because it's so amazing watching your kids raise kids.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, LaTanya, I was nearly 300 pounds when I first became a mother. Wow. And I just saw you. Sister, you have changed your life. I deal with guilt with that, LaTanya. I do. I seriously, and in all seriousness, we're joking around with our kids, but I seriously deal with guilt. And I have those Christianese people who say, you know, be thankful for what God's given you. And I am. But I don't think I will ever be able to wipe away the guilt of 40 years that I couldn't be a mom to my kids. And I'm thankful where God's brought me. He has changed my life. He has healed my body. And I'm thankful for that. And I honestly, if I was a healthy weight and I was a normal mother, I wouldn't have this ministry now. So I know what God's done. And I'm so grateful that he's given me a second chance. But I do feel guilt, and I don't think I'll ever get over it. And nobody will ever understand, I don't think, when I say that. I don't think anybody will understand, because I know the truth. The truth is what you're saying. Be thankful. God gave you a ministry. And we're helping thousands of women right now. And I would not have been helping thousands of women had I not walked through that darkness. So thankful for that. But there's 30 years of my kids' life that they didn't have a mom.
Right.
I can't erase that. I can't.
But forgiveness can.
Forgiveness can. In a way, I mean, if we're honest here, in a way, I don't want to experience that forgiveness. Oh, this is a therapy session. I don't want to experience that forgiveness because then I can't help women reach freedom. That's crazy. I know.
Just because, wait a minute. No.
That's crazy.
Just because, listen to this. The Lord commands us to forgive, even if it is our first self, but he never tells us that we have to forget.
There you go. I don't ever want to forget it. Before I meet with each client, I pray that God shows me how they're feeling, because I felt those same feelings that they are.
Yeah.
But that's also intense. And, yeah. You're right. You're right. He doesn't want us to forget, and I'm not going to forget.
Yeah.
And I apologize to the kids for that, for what I put them through.
And I think that's the biggest healing that you can do. But then I had a moment with Mark, because he has a bit of wisdom. He has a lot of wisdom, and he has the wisdom that
if you want to buy a car.
Yeah, especially if you want to buy a car. But he likes to give me this wisdom that I know I need to hear, but I really get angry at him when he tells me it.
Tell him
I don't get angry at him. I don't get angry at him. I'm like, who are you? Like God or something? You're not God, but this wisdom.
Right.
Anyway, I had a moment where I thought that I had forgiven someone. And I said, I just hope someday that this person can really go and apologize legit to this other person for the things that they did, and own it, own what they did. And Mark's like, it kind of sounds like you haven't forgiven this person, because you are trying to put your little say in that, portion of forgiveness. God forgives, it's not you. You're that, I don't know. He said more to that, and I was like, dude.
Oh, got it, Mark.
So he made he made me realize that my bit of actually forgiving someone for wronging in a situation, when you have what you would want them to do, to actually have that final redemption, that final judgment way, that is not for you.
Not
our
ours.
job is to just forgive and let God take over and redeem that situation, and he'll take care of the person. If he sees fit, he will take care of that person. So I've learned
this morning. Vengeance is mine. I just read that this morning. Vengeance is mine. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I said I forgave this person, but I really didn't.
No.
Shoot.
No.
So anyway.
Never tell your husband that he was right. Just go back and secretly tell, okay, God, I get it. I'm not telling my husband he was right, though.
No, okay. I did. I did tell him, because I say I do need to hear those things, and I don't want those people to stop telling me what I need to hear. Because if I'm just living in my own world thinking I'm right and everything is peachy, then I'm not going to change. I'm going to keep being bitter, and I'm going to keep having my own opinions about something that I shouldn't be having my opinions about. So,
yeah. All right, Darcy, I want you to put your coach's hat on.
Okay.
And I'm not going to like what you say.
Okay.
I know I'm going to tell you that. But when I turn my neck like this, I hear bones popping, and I have a lot of pain. And you know what I've been eating, you know what I've been doing. What do? Because I hear my bones popping. I probably should go to the chiropractor. I don't know if it's a masseuse or a chiropractor I need, but I know.
Listen, I've already coached you. You missed that coaching session I had with you for like 10 minutes ago. I would say first find that esthetician if it's like muscle related. If it's cracking, like my neck kind of like naturally pops. It just does that. Maybe that means I need to go to a chiropractor. But when I had my, like, I couldn't lift my shoulder. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
When I went to go see my massage therapist, she went and she massaged this area, and like right after I could lift my arm with ease. So
it's the massage I need.
Yeah, there's been several times, especially when working out, and if I'm lifting too much or if I'm lifting wrong, I will get a tension up here. So when she takes care of it, like she takes care of it. So between muscles, between the food choices that you're consuming, I would lessen your amount of salads. I would go to simple foods. Protein first. Make sure that you are doing protein forward. And then, like, I would test to see one food at a time. If it's a carbohydrate, if it's something, one thing at a time, eat that and see how you feel. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eliminate. Okay. I got to read this comment from one of our listeners. It's beautiful. Latanya said, every pound you shed was self-forgiveness, self-love, release, and empowerment. You let go of the weight, all of it, and you gave it back to God. Now you're talking testimony, and your kids were watching you persevere through each pound. You showed them what resilience was like. That's beautiful.
That is so beautiful.
That's
forgiveness.
True.
I love that. Is every pound you shed is self-forgiveness. That
I'm gonna have to sit on that.
Yeah. I mean, if you took that moment and realized that the way you were living is not glorifying God, it's not glorifying your body, it's not healthy for your body, and you choose to take a step forward, it's like that 1% what James Clear talks about. When you take a step forward towards a positive reaction, that is like that self-forgiveness. I love that.
I just really screenshot that, Latanya. I'm going to use it with my clients with your name, because you get all credit for that. That's so true. Which our clients, by the way, are not doing their homework.
They're not doing their homework.
They are not doing their homework, and it's starting to tick me off. It really
maybe we need to end this live.
Oh, if you have not read the book Atomic Habits, it will change your life. It really will. It will silently change our client's life, but we don't know because they're not responding to their homework. But 1% change is going to take you right down that direction. And then chapter 3 is even more powerful, which they won't do their homework anyway on chapter 3. But I'm going to do my homework and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it.
Yes. Yes, I do. I would just say we need to, first of all, give our clients a chance. Yes. Give our clients a chance. They're probably doing it in the secret.
Sansi, this is not secret. This is public, and it needs to go into group.
And she might have.
Because then your coach will be so happy. Oh, Latanya, I'm telling you, that book is like, I don't compare things to the Bible because the Bible is the greatest book ever created.
No, you can't.
But it is right there. Like, it changes every time I read it.
If you if you were starting to read the Bible and then also read James Clear next to it, it gave you the habit to then continue reading through the Bible.
Yeah, totally. It's amazing. I love that. I love it every much.
Yeah.
But I'd really love it if our clients did their homework.
Yeah.
Sansi, would you pass that along to your colleagues in the group? That the coach just lost it on a live Facebook feed. I love them regardless, but
oh my goodness. Well, I would just say
try to be good leaders. We really do.
There's to kind of end this, wrapping this up. I would just say, for anyone listening, and maybe if you're watching the replay, I would just really encourage you to focus on not leaning on those medications that those doctors are prescribing you for this
Yeah,
inflammation that you have.
yeah.
Our bodies know how to heal themselves only if you allow it.
Mhm.
And, Coach and I are a great example of showing you when we went through a long period of time of being very simple keto and then like listening to these other influencers out there saying,
Yep,
hey, you can
yep,
add this stuff in here. But then we begin to hurt again.
yep.
It kind of goes to show you that maybe
That coach knew
going,
what she was talking about.
yeah, that coach knows what she's talking about. And she was living her life the way that she should have. And that our bodies are healing and these other foods are not beneficial for
Good. Not
consumption.
even in a salad bar.
Not even a salad
Especially
bar.
with the fake crab.
Yes. Moderation, that whole thing with moderation, and I don't know what moderation is, but I know a little bit better what moderation is. It's not eating fruit salads that are giant as size of your head and smoothies and all these things that are shoved into one bowl or one cup. That
Yeah.
is not good for you. That's
No.
too much. That is not moderation.
Yep.
So focusing on the healthy, simple foods and then if you start to measure how much vegetables that you're consuming or fruits you're consuming, you should probably do that and see how much you probably can eat. What is your limit? Your own personal limit. That's not
Right.
going by the standard of what these doctors that they think they know
We
what they're
can't answer
talking
that.
about. No, we can't.
Yeah.
So it just depends on you. So focus on simplicity. Focus on not trying to depend on all these supplements for getting rid of the inflammation when you're not changing what you eat.
It's like going to the gym, working out like crazy, then going home and eating a donut. Same thing happens with those supplements. Not going to fix it. Not going to fix it at all.
Right. So I guess our encouragement for you today is to really be in touch with not only forgiving yourself for being where you may be right now and moving forward and saying, you know what, I do need to grieve these foods that are hurting me. But focus on simplicity.
Yeah.
I mean, why we have to go and be rainbow eaters? Why are we watching the reels on Facebook and Instagram of people eating these ginormous sweet tooth filled foods or these ultra processed foods? Why are we watching people do that?
I'm on the crumble cookie side of TikTok right now.
Oh no.
They're testing for education purposes. Why am I on that feed?
I don't know, but you should not get on that feed. Don't stop watching people eat food. It's disgusting, first of all. I hate hearing people slosh their food.
Gross. It's gross. I don't like it.
I don't like watching people eat. Maybe that's just a me problem. But I don't like watching myself eat.
No. See what happens when you give us an hour and we just unleash on whatever the heck we want.
That's fine.
People may not return to this feed, or it may bring thousands.
I hope it brings thousands, because if that's the case, then we can just be ourselves all the time.
I'm all about that.
Yeah,
be myself.
We are ourselves all the time anyway, but we don't really hold back.
No. If you want a coach that's going to hold your hand and be your friend and tell you all the things you want to hear, we are not the people to hire. We are the people who will run from that kind of coaching, because you're going to hear what you need to hear, because we've been there. Lost 130 pounds, or you lost 70 pounds. We've been there. We know what you're going through, and we're there right now with you on the maintenance side of things. So good to be with all of you. We are here every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. Love to hear your comments. We love to chat with you. We love to see what you're thinking. If you have a topic you want us to cover, we are always open to covering any topic. I don't care. The most vulnerable one we did was our marriage. That was crazy. Crazy vulnerable.
You should go find that one on our podcast.
And then find the one that our husbands did.
Yeah.
In response to ours on what they went through during our weight loss. Yeah. I don't know if we want that out there, but it is out there on the cloud.
It is out there.
It is out there
you just have to go in the files and find it.
All right, guys, we love you. If you need help, kmhealthcoaching.org is where you find us. Get on our schedule for a free health consult, because we have so many different options. We've got a lot of description on what those options are on the website, but we want to talk you through, because I do not want you in the wrong program. I want you on one that will succeed, that will hit your goals. So go there.
Maybe that's our most simple program, which is our best
Really?
and signature program.
25 to 30 pounds average weight loss during the 3-month program. And it's simple.
Yep.
No glamour, no glitz. It's just simple.
Yep.
All right. Next Tuesday at 11. Are you going to be here, Darce? I will be here.
You won't?
I will. I will be here Tuesday.
Oh, I was like, what's next Tuesday?
This last week, we had a crazy week. I met with the governor. We had 2 sessions with the governor of our energy policy, and we really did a lot of work. So I did miss you guys last Tuesday. That's where I was. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Live. I was
said that the aliens took you.
Yes. I was sitting in a hearing watching 5 CEOs lie to their consumers about their energy costs. And I was in this schmuck. So I'm glad to be back. That's why I don't care what people think this time, because it's not with politicians. It's with people we love.
Yes. But last week's show, I felt like it was boring because I was only me. And so it was probably people only watched it for like 20 seconds, but it was a great topic. So if you really want to be inspired, go rewatch that one.
Go do that. Go there. Just scroll back 7 days from now.
Yes.
Back, not from now.
From then.
Previous.
Wait,
now.
Previous.
Yeah.
All right, we need to go. We need to leave.
Here at 11 a.m. next Tuesday morning. See you guys.
Bye.